Kol hashoneh halachot b'chol yom b'ezrat Hashem. Today, the two mitzvot of the day are, we're going to be discussing mitzvot number 85. You should rest on the seventh day of Shabbat, the seventh day of the week. And the mitzvah number 86, you're not allowed to mention names of other gods. The mitzvot today is the 20th of Mar Cheshvan, which is Monday of Parashat Hayesara, are sponsored by Terry and Jennifer Shem Tov in memory of Jennifer's father, Melech Baruch ben Avraham. ולרפואה שלמה לכל עם ישראל ובכללם לחיה בת לאה. Anybody wish to sponsor, you know how to reach out. בעזרת השם, so mitzvah number 85. They have לשבות ממלאכה ביום השבת. They have an obligation to stay away from doing any malacha, anything that's considered to be malacha, which is creating. Literally means creating. Malacha, you are making something. On Shabbat, you are to stay away from doing that. Which is name. It says in Shemot, 23rd chapter, Pasuk Yudbet, Ubayom HaShevi'i Tishbot. You are to rest, to stay away, meaning Tishbot, not Tishbot, no, not to rest. Prevent yourself from creating. Don't be doing anything that's proactive, like what we know the Halachot Shabbat. כל עניינה כתוב למעלה בלאו הבא הזה ונכפלה מצוות שבת עד יום י"ב פעמים. So the Torah, so we're discussing, as he says in the mitzvah number 84 was giving us an outline, right? Obviously we had the mitzvah of the 84 was talking about Shvitat, sabbatical year. But within it, the rabbi was discussing about all the intricacies of the seventh year, that the seventh day, and it alludes to one to the next. They're both corresponding to each other, just like on Shabbat, you don't create. So too on the sabbatical year, you don't create anything. So again, on Shabbat, it's 6
days.
Right. They're corresponding to each other. But more than that, the Shabbat, many people view as a day of restrictions. It's actually not a day of restrictions. It's a day where Hashem is telling us you are granted not to do. Like for instance, it says that you must work 6 days. 6 days you must work, right? Remember, we spoke earlier today. What was the problem with Adam Rishon? The problem with Adam Rishon, which many people don't understand how to learn Torah, unfortunately. The problem over there was Adam Rishon tells to Hashem, "Kill me." Right? How do we know that? Very simple. It says over there, Isha that you gave me a wife, and Adam Rishon says, Veyuchal. So many rabbis say it's a brazenness. Adam Rishon was a chutzpan. He tells Hashem, I'm going to eat. And many people don't understand that really that's not what he's saying. He's not being chutzpan. Adam Rishon is actually telling to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, if you don't kill me, I will eat more. I will transgress more. He's not saying, I'll continue doing Averot. He's actually telling Hashem that if you don't kill me, the world will come even closer to the end, much faster than what you want, because I'm going to destroy, I'm a destructive force. You see, a little mitzvah I couldn't keep. I couldn't stay away from eating the apple. You told me not to, or the apple, whatever, from the etadas, whatever it was, chita, whatever, not apple for sure. We're grown up. We grown up. I'm not a young boy. We grew up. That was the main thing. Unfortunately, no. It was chita. Whatever it was rimo. Whatever it was the etrog. Don't fight with me on that. Okay. Anyway, unfortunately, but anyway, Adam Rishon ate from the etzadat, and he says to Hashem, "V'yuchal." So everybody's saying, "Oh, you see, Rasha. He's saying to Hashem, he's going to eat more." No. It's not a Rasha. What are you talking about? It was the holiest of holiest. Moshe Rabbeinu people couldn't see. They say that the Gemara tells us you couldn't see Adam Bichlal. What are you talking about? If Adam is coming, like the sun, right? Can you look at the sun's eyes? Yes, you could. If it's a little bit blurry, whatever it is, right? Can you imagine now? As soon as Adam is in the vicinity, you would go like this because your eyes would burn from looking. How holy he was. What kind of talk is this? Yeah. He means he's going to eat more. You see, chutzpan. Adam Rishon is chutzpan. Chas v'shalom. You see all the Nevi'im? Yonah, all the Nevi'im, what did they say to Hashem? Kill us. We can't handle this anymore, right? You see that many times in the Nach. If you learn Nach, the Navi tells Hashem, kill me. So Adam Rishon is also saying that. And Ahabab was saying the same thing. Please kill me, we'll destroy this world. We'll destroy this world if you don't kill me. Hashem says, no. I didn't create this world for you to be killed. The Mishnah says, Al kochacha ata notzar. You are forcefully created in this world. Al korchacha ata chai. You will live regardless of your wishes. You want to die, you don't want to die. You're going to live. Al korchacha ata met. And when I decide for you to die, Hashem says, you will go. But Amarishon is saying, Hashem, please kill me. I'm going to destroy the world. Hashem says, no, my friend. That's not going to happen. What's going to happen is you're going to learn Torah. Adam Arishon says, what do you mean I'm going to learn Torah? I don't know. What I have it sarara. I have this. I have all the distractions in the world. So Hashem says, okay, I'll help you. This is what you're going to do. If you don't want to learn Torah, go to work. Go to work. In reality, every human being in this world is created for what? To serve Hashem. Serve Hashem. Sheshet yamim ta'avod. What does it think? That's what Hashem is commanding you to go to work. Since when do we see a fox working? Since when do you see any animals? Everywhere they go, the food is right there. Anywhere they go. Anywhere. Boom. Like we said in the morning. You have a little chachkas are born. What are you talking about? Crocodile is this big when he's born. Like this. What is going on? Boom. Hashem sends a monkey into the ditch. Boom. He eats up the dung and he grows. What's going on here? The world is not designed for us to be toiling. However, Hashem said to Adam Arishon, if you're so convinced that you can't learn Torah, you're right. You're going to destroy the world if you're not going to learn Torah. So what's the second solution? Be busy. Go to work. All the Rashaim today, they're destroying the world. All the evil people. This is talking about they don't work. They have inheritance. All those, excuse me language, all those lawyers that promoted gay marriage, all those lawyers, they're all born into wealth. They all have nothing else to do in their lives. All they're doing is sitting in there and figure out how to make the world perfect place according to their ideas. Because they're not working, the guy is not toiling. Their fathers were fools. Their parents were fools, left them with a lot of money. Whereas we see a Marsha in Gemara, Yeruvin, I believe Ayin Gimel over there. Ayin Gimel Amud Aleph, I believe Marsha explains. Oy vavoy, a big sin for a parent to leave inheritance for his children. You're not allowed to leave inheritance for your children. Marsha says clearly, because they will be doing what they are seeing now, the outcome in America. You have all those crazy people who have a lot of money, who have zero knowledge of Torah, zero idea of Torah. They have no Rabbanim, they have no nothing. Like I get a video the other day, a Bukharian guy in Queens decided that he's going to fight the biggest problem in the world right now. In Queens, a lot of Bukharian kids are dying from drugs, overdose. So he decided to make a video, and he's going to make a whole big spiel. He's going to fight the war. Okay, he made a beautiful video. He decided we must join them all, and he has a plan. But what's your plan, Tzaddik? Where's the rabbi in the video? Which rabbi isn't endorsing what you want to do? What is the Torah? Nothing. Not a word of Torah. And it was posted in a Bukharian Rabbanut chat, and I was so upset. I said, why you allow such a garbage to be posted here? A video is made. You want to help the community, but who wants to make a community? The guy is without a kippah, standing there. I decided I'm going to help the community. You decided who you think you are. You have a rabbi waking you up? Torah? Anything? Nothing. No Torah, no nothing. He decided. And that's how destruction comes. Destruction comes when you have no Torah. People who don't care about Torah, they decide to do whatever they want on their own. And now they're going to fix the whole world. And Rahman al-Istan, it only causes a destruction. And Hashem says, you don't want to learn Torah, unfortunately, go to work. Go toil. And Marsha says, Chas v'shalom, to leave any inheritance for your children. Chas v'shalom. He's Kimat saying it's an Aveirah. If you take a look at the language, it's very strict about it. Do not leave your children a penny. A parent who should not do that, and it's the worst thing for him, because his children will learn how to just be destructive and just to spend, and they'll never know how to be creative people. However, we in Kol Kidvad and Shabbat, there is no... What? The Gemara says over there that when he supports Talmidei Chachamim, when he supports Torah atmosphere, Bezrat Hashem, he will have some protection when he goes. Remember, the body has to be buried from the burial from the rotting all the way to before he stands the judgment, there's a question: does he get judged the first 12 months, or there's a full-time judgment? And the only thing that protects him is the mitzvot. So the Gemara says that all the tzedakot that he does in this world will maybe be a leeway for him, but you have to understand what is tzedakot. Says Rabbi Lubavitch Rebbe. So the question is now. The Lubavitch Rabbi asked the question: if I owe $10 million tzedakah and I give $9,999,999, did I fulfill the mitzvah of tzedakah? He says no. You don't fulfill the mitzvah. In Shamayim, they have a rules how much tzedakah you have to give, and you have to give it to the fullest extent. So now, if you're going to listen to Marasha, who says it's kimat avera to leave all your money to inheritance for your children, so it sounds like all your money is supposed to go to tzedakah. So you're going to Shamayim, according to the Lubavitch Rebbe. The person never fulfilled the mitzvah tzedakah because he leaves it to his children. Because if Barashat told you the halacha is you're supposed to give it to tzedakah, so let's say he has $100 million left, let's say, hopefully, $200 million, and he gives $20 million to tzedakah and the rest to his children, he could be punished for not, if Marsha is right, and the halacha in Shamayim is like Marsha, this person is supposed to give $200 million to tzedakah because he's not supposed to live in inheritance for your children. Unless his wife needs it, whatever it is to survive, that's one thing. Okay, but how much the wife already needs? So what's she doing already? So
what if you have a child that's in need?
That's a different story. Needs. Okay, if you have no. So we said earlier today, you have obligations. If you have obligations, you're not exempt from them. You can't just drop everything and bye-bye. You have obligations. But when there is no such a thing, and the person has, according to the Lubavitch Rebbe, if you are obligated to give tzedakah and you undergive it, you will be not rewarded. There is no such thing as, Moatikam, we'll give you a reward for 9,900,000. You undergave. It's not a pashut thing. It's not a simple thing. You have certain amount. You have an obligation. Just because you did halfway your obligation, so let's give him a reward for halfway. I don't know if it works. Maybe they're going to have to send him down here to Shamayim to send him down here to fix the problem. Maybe yes, maybe not. That's why maybe people are born into wealth. Why? To fix that problem from the previous generation. You never know why people have bracha. It's all from Hashem. But anyway, this is the Ikar. The Ikar is learning Torah. When a person learns Torah, he learns everything, and he knows he's not going to make up stupid videos. We have to tackle. I'm sure it's a problem. It's a serious problem of overdoses, but you don't tackle it on your own without Chachamim, without Torah knowledge, how to tackle it. 0 word of Torah was mentioned in the video. I'm so upset about it. Anyway, as we explained over there, that there is and anyone obviously who makes himself busy on Shabbat, I have to do something. You know those crazy people? I must do something. I can't relax. I have to create something. Is over on Mitzvot HaMelech. Hashem says, Mitzvah 85, I give you permission to do nothing. Don't do anything. That's a beautiful thing. Imagine yourself, a person who says, the king who told you that you're forcefully living in this world, you will forcefully, you will continue living, you will forcefully die in this world, now tells you on Shabbat, don't do nothing. It's amazing. It's amazing, no? It's like a guy working in a gallows, what's his name? In Sibir. The guy is working in Sibir. You know, whatever it is. And now they tell him, okay, now you have a day of rest. No, I have to work. I have to work. Are you crazy? Come on, take a day off. All right, anyway. Now, we said that you're not allowed to mention the Avodah Zarah names, any idol worship names, right? Elohim, Achirim, it says over there. But the rabbi is also connotating, you're not allowed to swear in their names. I swear in whatever the guy says. Let's see. Right? So the person, let's say, he's captured. This will be very common. He's captured by Christians, right? And he says, I swear in a Christian, whatever, that I didn't, like, Yana, I really mean it. He wants to impress them. So even there, a person is prohibited to swear, even to a goy, just to appease them. Not allowed to come out of his mouth. It says in Pasuk, in Shemot, 23rd chapter, Pasuk 13. B'Shem Elohim Acherim lo taskiru. You're not allowed to mention God's name of other nations because first of all, there's nothing there. Ubichlal askara shemanu ben anishba ben mashbia. So obviously, the Torah also explains that you're not allowed to tell a goy. Let's say you capture the goy, and you don't know if he's telling you truth or not truth. Right? You want to get information. You don't want to get misinformation. You cannot tell him, swear me in your God's name, even though you know that he believes he's God and he will not lie. Even in that case, it's asur. You cannot play that game. No making yourself swear in his name, in God's name, and you don't make him swear in his God's name also. ויש מפרשים שעיקר רב זה אינו בא אלא בעוסק עם הגוי ביום עדו ומריחו דאז יהיה מודה. So this is, some explain that it's talking about specifically when you're doing business with goyim around their holidays. Around their holidays, right? What they write over there in the stores today, Mary Shmary, right? They all this kind of things. This is not talking about Thanksgiving Day, by the way. That's not a problem. Everybody should have a Thanksgiving Day every day to Hashem. But over here, we're talking about those days of evil. וכאב עבר לא תזכירו, ממש לא יזכירו אחרים על דרך השכרה האסורה להם. So basically, if you're a store owner and you want to appease your customers, and you put up that tree over there, and you put up the signs, those signs with the sparkles and everything, you could be over on this isur, chas v'shalom. דהיינו על דעת לעובדם שהוא אסור אף להם גם כן מן התורה. Again, we have to understand, the goy is prohibited from the Torah to serve gods also. They're prohibited, and they have 7 mitzvot Noach. You can't support them. Oh, it's their business. I have to be gentle to them. I have to be nice to them, and I have to be part of the society. There is no such a thing. Oh, but Rabbi, they're giving me sustenance. My family eats from it. Oh, Rabbi, I give all the donations in the yeshiva, to the shuls. All the rabbis I support because of the business I do with this goyim. So maybe I should have something to do with them. Like, what's the big deal? I'm gonna have my secretary, a goya, to put up on a storefront, Mary Shmary. What's the problem? That is a problem. It's your store. Your secretary cannot do such a thing. Not allowed to. Chas v'shalom. Shebnei Noach muzharim al avodah zarah. This is avodah zarah. 100%. That Yoshka was born of what? Like God has sperm all of a sudden. Now there's children born from it. What's the difference to them? They're boys and boys could get married. What's the big deal that God could have sperm also? Again, we are talking about that. It's avodah zarah. ועוד הוסיפו זיכרונם לברכה, הרחקה, ואמרו בסנהדרין, our sages told us in the Sanhedrin as well, דף סמך גימל, that's the 63rd page, second side, שלא יאמר אדם לחברו, שמור לי מצד עבודה זרה פלונית. Also, the halacha says, I'm going to meet you by that church, and he says the name of the church. Now, there's the connotations. The word church may not be avodah zarah, but this saint this, saint that, that's already avodah zarah. They have all the saints. The Christians have all the saints, and they name their churches of the saints. You're not allowed to say, meet me by that church. So again, the whole point over here is to stay away from anything with the avodah zarah, by words or by deeds. So much so that we should never mention it. Never mention it, never even have any remembrance of it. So the Torah, actually, 44 different locations in the Torah, tells us Torah to stay away from the names of the Zarah and to be very careful when we are when we in the world, obviously, because we're amongst the goyim. Understand, you're supposed to despise it, and if you're despising it, you're going to stay away from it. You don't have to even mention any of those names, just like this, not for swearing, not for anything, just like this. Now the rabbi says, what about in the Chumash? You'd see Baal Peor in the middle of learning. Why are we allowed to announce that? So again, whatever is in the Torah, the names are hidden. It's not real names. You have to know that. We know it as that what it means, but it's not. Whatever is mentioned, there are there's different pronunciations. The Chachamim always change in the Torah changes a little bit the pronunciation for you not to be over the Isur. Cannot be over. Like Hashem, Yud Kei Vav Kei. Is that how we pronounce Hashem? Of course not. You pronounce it Adnud, but you don't say. You're not allowed to say Yud Kei Vav Kei. So same thing in all Avodah Zarah. So the Rabbi have to remind us that we shouldn't think that when we mention the names of idols in the Torah, this is the real name of them. They were all. Again, what happened was like this. Enosh, the grandson of Adam Rishon, right, the son of Shet, he decided that they're gonna serve idol worship. That was the whole beginning. That he decided that we have to serve the servers, meaning Hashem is the king. They believe in Hashem, But all this luminaries, the sun, the moon, all the trees, everything, the angels that was in charge of every aspect, he said, no, she said, let's serve them also. But because they were serving God, so by serving them, it's fine. That was the whole cheshbon. But again, but the names of all those things were changed, and their names actually what they're supposed to be doing. Ya'ane, what they're creating. Hashem, Yud Kei Vav Kei. What is Hashem, Yud Kei Vav? That if you literally look at it, it literally means was, is, and will always be. So even in Hashem's Yud Kei Vav Kei, the name, it encompasses all that you could see right away. If you think for a second, was, is, and will be. So all the names of the Zara, they have the same concept. They have connotation to what idols, what aspects they're kiviyachol, according to the goyim, meaning they have in this world. So therefore, we're not allowed to mention them. But in the Torah, it's not the same. The Rabbi says, this is sur of mitzvah number 86. The sur of mentioning the names is for everybody, man or woman. It doesn't matter. Now over here, the person is swearing in the name of this guys, of this chachkas, right? Kiviyachol, they have anything, but still they're nothing. Hashem is everything. Right? We said that when a person is mentioning Hashem's name, he gets lashed for mentioning Hashem's name without doing any action. Same to here. If a person swears in his names of Avodah Zarah, Rahman al-Islam, he gets lashed. Why? Ken chatav harav zichronon bracha, v'afal pi she'en b'maseh, merov chomer Avodah Zarah hu. Same thing. Just like the chumrah, this concept, you believing in something, you really don't trust in Hashem, Rahman al-Islam, will give the lashes to you, even just for thinking that there is no Hashem. Just for thinking, I'm going to swear in the name of this Avodah Zarah. Obviously, if the person serves this Avodah Zarah, he gets killed, skila. But over here, he just mentions it. And he says, I promise, I trust in this, I swear in it. In this case, we give him lashes, 39 lashes. Hevre, please, let's tell our wives, thank you for helping us out to go to the shul, to wake up in the morning. We don't have to take care of breakfast in the morning. We don't have to do our laundry in the morning. It's all prepared for us. Yeah. And Bezrat Hashem, hope to see you tomorrow. Tonight we have more shiurim, right? Bezrat Hashem. Right now we do Halacha Mishneh Berurah, Bezrat Hashem. Have a wonderful day. Make a lot of money without any headaches, Bezrat Hashem.